Have you ever looked at a woman and wondered why is she still with him? Maybe that woman is you. He lies, he ignores you, he disrespects you, he disappears for days, he makes you cry. Yet every time you decide to leave, you somehow end up going back to him. And then you hate yourself for it. You ask yourself, what's wrong with me? But what if I told you that this isn't because you are weak? This isn't because you are stupid. This is because you are attached, you are not in love. Today, we are going to talk about something that silently controls almost every relationship you have, your attachment style. And by the end of this video, you might finally understand why walking away has always felt impossible. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Priyasha, and yes, if you ever felt emotionally trapped in a relationship, if you have stayed hoping that someone would finally change, or if leaving someone feels physically painful, this video is for you. Because sometimes the strongest prison doesn't have walls, it existed inside your mind. So let's understand why it is that, why your attachment style is so strong that it is harder to control. In part one, I will explain about why love isn't fully supposed to feel like anxiety, right? Many women confuse anxiety with love. So think about it. When he doesn't text, your heart races. When he finally replies, you feel relief. When he gives attention, you are happy. When he pulls away, you panic. And this emotional roller coaster feels very intense. So your brain labels it as love, but that is not love. That's a kind of uncertainty that you are going through in your relationship. Real love gives you peace. Toxic attachment gives you anxiety. And you wonder, did I do something wrong? Why he is acting different? You are not experiencing security and safe. You are experiencing emotional survival mode. And the sad part is many of us mistakes emotional chaos for passion, because this is what we have known for decades. This is what we have taught from our childhood. Most of the time your childhood must be the reason how you choose your partners. So here is something that shocks most of the people, that your attachment style usually begins long before your first relationship. It actually starts in childhood. If love was inconsistent, if affection had to be earned, if you constantly feared rejection, your nervous system learned one thing, that love isn't safe. So as an adult, you unconsciously choose people who recreates that familiar kind of a feeling, not because it's healthy, but because it feels familiar to you. Your brain doesn't always chooses what's good for you, it chooses what is known to it, right? So that's why emotional unavailable people often feel strangely attractive, because your subconscious mind says that this feels like home, even if that home is painful. So there are various kind of attachment styles that people have. So let's quickly understand some of the attachment style. First one is secure attachment. So these kind of people believes that I deserve love. They are comfortable with closeness. They communicate. They don't beg people to stay, and they can leave unhealthy relationships without losing themselves. Now let's talk about one of the most people watching in this video will relate to, which is a kind of anxious attachment. So this person constantly fears abandonment. They overthink, they seek reinsurance, and they apologize when even when it's not their fault. And why is that? Because losing the relationship feels like losing themselves. If someone leaves, their identity collapses. Their entire world feel like it collapses in front of their eyes. So there is another type of attachment which is called avoidant attachment. So in this kind of attachment, avoidant people, crave for love, but they fear intimacy. So whenever things become emotionally deep, they used to become cold. They used to disappear. They create some kind of distant. Okay. So ironically, anxious and avoidant people often attract each other most of the time. So one chases and the other runs, and the cycle never ends. The last attachment is a fearful avoidment, and this is the most confusing attachment style have ever witnessed. So in this case, they want love, but they are terrified of getting hurt. So they keep pushing people away from themselves. Then again, they pull them back. It's a kind of emotional chaos that they go through it. Why you keep going back to the same people? Okay, let's answer this biggest question. So if he hurts you, why would you still miss him? Because your brain isn't craving for him, it's craving for the emotional relief. So think of it like this: every time he ignores you, your anxiety rises. But when he comes back, your anxiety drops. So your brain rewards that kind of relief. And eventually you become addicted to that cycle, not to that person, the cycle. This is called intermittent reinforcement, and it's the same psychological pattern that makes gambling addictive. Okay, so sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but because the reward is so unpredictable, you keep playing it for quite a long time. The same thing happens in toxic relationship. He gives just enough affection to keep you hoping, and that hope can become more addictive than the love itself. So how to overcome with these kind of patterns that you have in your life? See, healing the attachment style can be the most effective part in your process, because here's the beautiful part about healing is that attachment styles are not life sentences. They can change, and healing begins when you stop asking that how do I make him love me, and start asking why do I believe that I have to earn love. There is a big difference between these two. So you start choosing consistency over chemistry, peace over excitement, respect over attention. And the biggest thing is that you stop chasing people. You start observing them and their pattern. You stop convincing people to stay in your life. You simply notices whether their action matches their words. Because healthy relationship and healthy love doesn't require begging, it requires compatibility. You have to remember this is that being chosen by someone who hurts you isn't a prize, but choosing yourself in the process is. So here we come to the conclusion of the video. So if today's video made you realize something about yourself, I want you to know this, that you are not difficult to love. You are not too emotional. You are not broken. You have just simply been loving from a place of fear instead of security and safety, instead of the love that you have to find within yourself. And awareness is the first step towards healing. So the day you understand your attachment style is the day you stop blaming yourself, because the goal isn't to find someone who completes you. The goal is to become emotionally secure enough that you never abandon yourself just to keep someone else in your life. If this video helped you, let me know in the comments below by writing I'm choosing myself. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe or share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Until next time, take care of yourself. See you in the next video.